Now it's time to strengthen our upper body and our core all together. So bringing out your hands so that they are underneath your shoulders, and your knees need to be directly under your hips for pointer. So we want to make sure that our back is nice and flat. However, we're not coming up too much into a hunch. We're not down here either. Nice neutral position. Get your Fab 3 on and your muscles will go into the correct placement. So our elbows are soft. Now, your head placement, you want to avoid dropping down like this. It's very common that people drop down and look at their hands. I want you to lift the back of the neck so the neck and the spine form one nice straight line. Everything's safe. Now drawing a line along the floor with your opposite arm and leg, reaching it out, come up to the height of your body and hold for 2. Slowly bring it back down and in. Resist the air. Take a breath. Get your Fab 3 on. And draw a line resisting the air as you press out with the opposite side. And slowly down and in. Good. Now as you do this, you want to make sure that your lower back is steady, that we're not wobbling off to the side. If it's a bit much for you, just do the leg instead of the arm as well. So that's quite okay if you're getting used to the movement. Do it at your own pace, no problems. We're always doing about 8 to 10 repetitions with our exercises. Quality movement, not quantity. 4 more. Keep those shoulders in alignment with each other. And 3. And 2 to go. Push through the air. 1 more. Good, just kneeling up. Roll the shoulders out. And now we're moving on to push-ups. Now, if you haven't done push-ups before, that's no problem at all. I'm going to give you a couple of options here so that it's easy enough for you to build your strength. So let's get our Fab 3 on first. Come out into the same position as before. So for beginners, if you have never done push-ups or haven't done them in a long time, I suggest staying in this position here as we were just in, and you're going to open your elbows out and then press back up. For those of you a little more advanced, take your knees back and you can bring more weight through the push-up. Okay, so we're going to do 1 set of 10. Get into the position that you find most comfortable. Get your Fab 3 on. And the elbows are going to come out to the sides of the ribs and then press back up. It's almost like your chest is falling between the hands. That's 3. I'm going to do 1 more of the beginner, then I'm going to move my knees out. If you want to, you can also join me. A nice long line. Keep those abs on. 5 more. Lots of muscles working. Good. And gently kneeling up, open through the chest by squeezing your shoulder blades together. Well done. Now moving onto the floor, onto our tummy. We're going to do a plank. So what you're doing is strengthening the core once again with the back and getting that posture nice and long. So get your Fab 3 on. Now as you do this, have the elbows underneath the shoulders, and you can have your hands in a fist position. Now as you breathe out, you're going to lift your tummy and your thighs just off the floor, and we're going to count to 10. 1, 2. Notice that we're not dropping the head. Look straight out in front of your hands. Gently come down, bring your hands under your forehead and take a couple of breaths. Good, let's repeat that. We're going to do 2 more, okay? Not long to go. You're certainly getting stronger with this. And lifting up through the Fab 3, get them on. Long spine. 4, 3, 2, and gently lower. Take a couple of breaths. And last time through, we're nearly there. Lengthen the spine. Remember, we don't want to crunch into our lower back or let it droop. Fab 3 on. Hold it here. Elevate that chest. Stay strong. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it and down. Very good. Let's have a little stretch back here before we move on to our 4th exercise. Gently coming up. Good. Now we'll have a break from all of that hard work and get into some rotational strengthening. So again, get that block or couple of towels seated underneath you if you need to. Otherwise, bring the legs out in front. So we want to anchor our legs down, feet gently flexed up. If your legs get tight or your hips are a bit tight, bend your knees, not a problem at all, or elevate yourself up. Here we go. Arms to the side. I want your arms to be soft. Get your Fab 3 on. We should be lifting so tall that we're reaching up to the ceiling. Now, in a gentle rotation, we're going to turn our body from the top of the spine, so the muscles and the vertebra just below the neck. Gently start to rotate. Only a couple of inches. It's very subtle. And then push the air to come back to center. And then rotate to the other side. Now notice that I'm not swinging my ribs. You can do that quite easily, but what we want to do is train the vertebra and the muscles that don't normally get worked. So we're distributing that load nice and evenly throughout the spine. Very subtle. Soft arms, tall spine. Get that elevator and sandwich press and clinger up to really help you here. Fight that rotation. Squeeze it back. Hard work. Good. So your head follows where your chest goes. We're not turning our head too much. Good. How about 2 more? Keep lifting. Don't let yourself sink. Squeeze it back. How's your Fab 3? Are they still on? And down. Good. Legs together. Shake it out. Well done.